Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good evening. I do to Dr. Mhd Khalib bin Mhd Said. So we are from Gadis'S Kerepek. So first and foremost, I would like to introduce our logo. As you can see, we were established in 2018, and we've chosen two basic color, which is black and red as our logo's color. Next, our mission is to help Muslim women to start succeed in the banana chip business and to commercialize Malaysian heritage food products. As for our vision, we want to offer Muslim alternatives and food products that are halal, clean, and also easy to use. We have four objectives. We are to help the traditional food industry thrive, to upgrade traditional food that has been marginalized to continue to grow and be trusted at local and also abroad, followed by to attract Muslim women to try interest in business, and last one is to make traditional food as the main food of choice for Malaysia. Our motto is Semua Sekiranya Affected, or in Malay we call Sekali Rasa Pasti Pleasure. We have four members in our team, which are Siti Nur Batrisyia binti Mohd Khalib, followed by Liyana binti Zainurin, me myself, Erdyna Karmila binti Selen, and Adreena binti Azman. We will consider partner in this business. As for the menu, there are four kind of banana chip that we offer to our customer, which are kerepek pisang asli. This is the top one. Next is kerepek pisang madu, followed by kerepek pisang caramel, and the last one is kerepek pisang chocolate. Next, for the table of Gadis Kerepek, I'll pass to Isha to explain a bit detail about it.
So now we move on to the tables of our types of products. So here we have the number, ID of the products, items, price per units, purchase status, units, quantity of units, price, links, pictures, quantity above 3,000, price after discount, and also recommendation. So here, for example, when we for the kerepek pisang asli, the price per unit is 13 ringgit. For the purchase status, it is extremely high. For the quantity units of the items for whole year is 7,290 ringgit. So for the price, we use the function of F6 multiplied by quantity of units, 7,290 ringgit. So here we will get the price, the amount of price for the kerepek pisang asli. So now for the links, here when we click on the link that been provided here, it will automatically open the website of the pictures of the items of that we sell. So here is same for the links. Here is the when we click on the pictures, when we click on the link, it will automatically appear the pictures of the product that we sell also. So here for the quantity above 3,000. So here we use the method, the function of if. So H6 will be H6 here, quantity units of kerepek pisang will be is higher than 3,000. And then for if the quantity of the items is higher than 3,000, they will get a discount of 20% discount, while the if the quantity of the items is below of 3,000, they will get no discount. So here is the price of the discount. For the price of the discount, we use the same function. We use if function. So it's just the same, H6 of higher than 3,000, and I6, which is the price of the items, will be multiplied by 0.8, and then we will appear the amount of total of items after discount, the price of items after discount. So here is the combination, and we'll explain later by other person. So now we move on to the chart or graph, and it will be presented by Liyana.
Alright, we're going to explain about the link first. So can we move to first? So how you're going to insert the link is basically go to the inserts, and you're going to see the link Now you're gonna click the link and you're gonna see which it will appear the link. So we just copy the link from the website and just paste on it. Same goes to the picture, which is the picture is actually located in our desktop. So just click where's the file on our desktop and it will appear automatically the name. So when we click the link, so it automatically goes to the pictures on our desktop. So next we're gonna move to the graph, which basically for the first graph, so for the first graph is line graph. So basically I click the price if I'm not mistaken. Can you move upwards a little bit? Okay, so 30 ringgit, it's about 30 ringgit 5 is about price per unit. So basically, I click the items and the price per unit. So highlight the both of the row. So then we're gonna click the insert. So then click the graph, and then just choose whatever graph that we want. So like this, I choose the line graph. Same goes to the second graph. I choose the bar graph. Just same techniques and so on. So the third graph, which is also the bar graph, we just click the total price and then the items. So basically how you're gonna do the graph, just highlight the rows that we want and then just click insert and choose the bar graph that we want.
I'll be explaining on the recommendations from tables Gadis'S Kerepek. So for the recommendation, we use a data validation. So how we're going to do it is that when we click the box N6, okay, and then we go to the data validation, and for the sources, we insert the recommended table that we have made prehead, and then if we click OK, and it will come out the options arrow lah, whether you can click yes or no for the items that you want to recommend. So for the data filtering, what we do is that we highlight the row number 5. So and then we click filter and will come out the arrows that you will see from the screen, and then if we pick a specific items from the ID, it will come out the specific data for that item only, so you can get the reading from the filtering. Next, I'll pass to Erdyna.
So next, I'll explain on data validation and VLOOKUP. So for data validation, we've chosen 4 kinds of data, which is ID, price per unit, quantity, and also link. So I'll just give one example on how you can do data validation. First and foremost, you need to click on the data that you want to make data validation, for example, ID. So when you click on data validation, you can see the setting, isn't it? So for allow, you need to click whole number. For data, you need to click between. The minimum is 100 and the maximum is 199. And for the input messages, this will appear on your screen when you click the ID. For example, for the input message, chosen include number between 100 to 199. And for the error alert, you need to click the style of stock, and the error message is numerical data only. So if the number exceeds 199, for example 201, there will be error message on your screen. Okay, and as for VLOOKUP we use for purchase status, where we will make our own table for selling unit and quantity status. And then as you can see, the purchase status for each product is different, where there will be extremely high, very high, and also moderate. Okay, and next I'll pass to Adreena.
Okay, next I'll be explaining the raw data that we have created. So it consists of date, type, size, price, sold units, and sales. So all this data will be converted to pivot table. So for the sales, how we get the values is that we times the price and the sold unit. So all the size is same for all types of items. Next, I'll pass to Isha.
Now move on to the pivot table for our raw data just now, which is this one. So here, when we click on the raw data and Control A, after we click all of the raw data, and then we click insert and go to the pivot table, and then it will automatically appear the examples of the pivot table that we want to choose. So for example here, We choose the first pivot table is for the sum of sales, which for the each month, and here the column labels is for the types of items or products that we sell. So here, after we add all of the quantity of number of quantity items that been purchased by the customers, it will sum here. It will automatically sum here, and also for the whole items. For here, the second pivot is for the types and sum of souls and also sum of sales. So here, for example, kerepek pisang asli. Here we can also select which one that we wanna see. For example, for kerepek pisang chocolate, when we click here, it will automatically appear for the sum of souls unit and sum of sales for only kerepek pisang chocolate. So here we can see that it is specific for items that we want to choose.
So it will just only choose kerepek pisang asli graph sum of sale. But if I want to see kerepek pisang asli and kerepek pisang caramel, by the way, you can pick it here or you can pick up at the table. So I want two different kerepek pisang asli and kerepek pisang caramel sum of sale. So here it goes the differentiation sum of sale kerepek pisang asli and kerepek pisang caramel January until December. So for the right side graph, it's basically for sum of sold unit and sum of sales unit for every types of kerepek pisang. And why I choose this type of graph, it's basically because I can see clearly how much I get for the sales and how much unit that I sold to the customer. So I'm going to present the transform data. So basically, how we get the transform data is actually raw data, which is we get from our own company. So basically, we have number of employees name, employees positions, employees basic salary, PF, SOXO, and employee net salary. So basically, employee basic salary is all about their salary before cuts the APF and SOXO. So APF and SOXO will be cuts according to the government guideline that is given to every company. And then employee net salary, where we get is basically employee basic salary minus the EPF and SOXO. So we are going to get the employee net salary. So basically the expenses that we need to pay for the salary every month is about 7,603.75 ringgit. So that's the expenses monthly for our company. So for the
Next I'll explain on the transform data. As you can see on the screen, this is just the exact data that we have from employee database before, but in this sheet, it is a lot more specific and simple for viewer to actually evaluate and see. For example, if I click the number 1, there will be just one name appear on the screen, which is Raju. So it will be a lot easier for the employer to check the name, what is their salary and others. Next, I'll pass to Anis.
For the second pivot table graph, okay, the unique one is where if I pick only one name, okay, for example, Aminah name. So every graph will change to Aminah information like this. Normal. So like that. You can see everything back. And like this one, I choose this layout because you can see how much do we paid for SOXO and how much we paid for the employee and how much employee paid for the SOXO. When we make the graph, we can see how much we spend for the month. Here on the screen is just like same what Dina has explained to you. So it's basically the same thing, pivot table. How you're gonna get the pivot table is basically Control A and then highlight all of those things, and then you click pivot table and you just choose any types of pivot table that we want. So on the screen up here, we choose employee names, sum of employee basic salary, sum of EPF salary. So basically it's just the same like Dina has explained, which is on the arrow at the employee name, we can pick any names that we want. Specifically, maybe we can pick Raju, for example. So it will appear Raju's employees' names only, and the items that all the items that names under Raju. So basically, the same thing for employees' positions and some of employee basic salary. It is the same thing. It include all the employee positions. So just click which pivot table that we want. So it will appear on the screen. So just click like this, quality control operator. It will appear all about the quality control operator description. So if I pick Raju's name, Aminah name, like for example, okay. So it only pop out Aminah sum of employee basic salary and sum of employee EPF employee. So you can pick it. This one back to normal.
Lastly, is for the slicer. For the slicer, how you gonna do like on the screen is that you click all these pivot table, you highlight, and then insert the slicer. It will come up the list, what kind of slices that are going to appear on your Excel. So like what we have been doing here, we have employee name, employee basic salary. So we sort out what kind of data that you only want to appear from the pivot table. So it'll be more organized and it will be easier for you to find out the data that you want from the pivot table differently. So I think that's all from us. Thank you.